Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Enter the Dungeon, episode 6. This is our Pathfinder 2 mini-campaign. I'm your DM and host, Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew, Mark, Ahmed, and Adam. How is everyone doing today? Let me unmute your mics. Your beautiful faces are now word
These
holes.
bastards, just a minute ago, they all went, "Oh, 3 minutes. I'm going to go get some cake." And then Ahmed's like, "That's a great idea. I'm going to get some cake." Oh, don't get any cake.
Cake got upgraded to dinner. Hold on. I'll be there in a second. It's shaping up to be more than I planned.
How can you eat your pudding before you eat your meat?
Dinner's not an upgrade, it's a delay.
A delay for cake. How is everyone doing? Misty Blouse, how's it going? How's everyone doing today?
I got cake and I'm eating it too.
Oh, okay. Mark is in 7th heaven with his cake. What is everyone playing? We will do a quick recap, and then we'll do a recap of who the characters are and what everyone's playing in our mini Pathfinder 2 campaign. First, we need to do this, though. You always need to do the how'd you do and get it all out of the way. Otherwise, people want to talk about their week before the game starts. Adam, what'd you do today?
Earlier today, I was at a strongman competition in Kinsmount, Ontario, and we were beside the rodeo, in the spot where the demolition derby happened after us, which was cool because there was like 300 people watching, which is
nice.
A lot to watch my fat ass carry stuff around.
Dude, you've been training for a while, man. It's all muscle underneath there.
Yeah. So I came in fourth.
What was the
one event.
What was the biggest amount of weight that you pwned today that you just owned?
In terms of raw numbers, the 14,000-pound truck, I came in third pushing it. So pushed it 100 feet in 20-something seconds.
That's insane.
In terms of what gym bros would understand, I won the overhead press medley. So I came in first in that, and it was a 170-pound anvil overhead, 100 or 200-pound keg overhead, and a 200-pound fire hydrant overhead.
Okay.
So
what do you mean by medley? You just keep on.
You do all three. You have to do it in order. You do one, then you go to the next one, you go to the next one, and it's for time, but you have to the most implements for the best times.
So there's no singing involved.
There's no sitting. There's no sitting. There's clean. It's clean, funny object. Put it over your head. Step over to the next funny object. Clean it. Put it over your head. Step over to the next funny object. Clean it. Put it over your head.
That's crazy. Awesome.
Yeah.
And you came in fourth.
I came in fourth because I fucked up the horseshoe bend. What the fuck you need a horseshoe bend for? Fucking horseshoes. I came in last in that event.
You can't do a horseshoe bend? What kind of man are you?
I came in fourth with a 0 as one of my scores, so I was doing pretty good going into that.
Well, congrats, man! It sounds like it was a bunch of 20-year-olds that placed ahead of you effectively.
Yeah. There was a fair number. Although there was one, there was 3 women competing. Jessica competed under pressure. Jessica's my wife.
Under pressure.
And she came in third out of 3. But she did win one of the events, and one of the people that beat her was a 53-year-old woman who was just like getting her done. It was just the epitome of get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done. Strap me in.
Way to go, coach.
Nice. That's cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Ahmed, what's going on with you, man?
So yesterday, my son turned 8, and we took him to this adrenaline place. It's like a kid's pure physical workout.
I love the description. It's an adrenaline place.
They just run around and it was fun. It was fun. They have this little course, this ninja warrior course, and it can support adults. And I got pushed into it, so I tried. And my body. Yes, I know, Adam. My body quickly reminded me, no, asshole, you're older than this.
I guess if I seem to remember, we're having a problem mapping muscles doing normal daily activities.
Yes, I tried to do it with one arm. That was also not a good idea.
Ahmed's got a pop bicep on one arm and a torn forearm muscle on his other. So I don't know why he thinks he can climb stuff.
Because in my mind is like, you can do it. My body's like, no, you can't do this.
No. Please don't.
You're feeling the age penalties, are you?
minus $3 physicals.
But apparently not the +1 to wisdom.
No, it's -3 all the way down.
Wisdom does come through pain, so you did get some XP. All right. What have I been up to? I had some suspicious activity on my network, so I shut everything down. I bought a new router. I've got I had to wipe every computer I had. There are 4 of them in this setup. All the files got moved to one set of hard drives, and I'm talking about 2 years of us streaming 15 hours. I moved about 10 terabytes worth of files. And then I reinstalled Windows, reinstalled some antivirus software, and have this purring now behind some actual security. It was a week.
So
I still have.
This correctly.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of. I moved 10 terabytes of data.
Yep.
I'd spent 4 minutes doing work today. It was 4 minutes of effort.
No, moving those files around was like every. This has been a week and a half project.
Right. It's like 60 hours of.
Yeah, go to work and then come home and fucking watch Storage Wars while moving files around.
Storage Wars? You get the dudes who like bet on
that's a $40 bill all day long.
It's in the box.
Right.
This DVD player is worth $90 because everybody's insane. Because somebody will buy that now. Oh, look at that now.
Funny. It's my guilty. No, the TV that I really had fun watching was The Dark Crystal, The Resistance. It is a 10-episode series that is the prequel to The Dark Crystal, and oh my god, it's good.
I did want to see that. I didn't know it was out yet.
Yep, it came out on Friday.
It's on the flicks.
Yep. Anyways, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? So last game was episode 6 called Broken Eggs. The party reaches Hommlet and visits the Inn of Welcome, ingratiating themselves to its proprietor. Krieger helps out running the place. Darian hands over the bandit prisoner to the local constabulary. Ptolemy addresses the patrons of the Inn of Welcome at a breakfast speech. The group meets with the local council elders, including Lord Mayor Byrne, Jeru the Druid, and Eldar the Freeman. The group agrees to remove the bandits from the ruins of the nearby Moathouse. Alkur meets with his sister and finds out that much has happened in the decades that he was away.
Oh, I forgot about the bad uncle. I'm a bad uncle.
Alkur discovers who made the strange cultist tunics.
Oh,
who is a
second?
Yep.
The strange cult Gertrude the Weaver.
Yep.
Gertrude Weaver. Sorry, Gertrude Weaver was the name of the lady. Bethany Weaver in Nulb. So it's Bethany.
Right, and then we'll do a quick recap of who everyone is playing. So Ptolemy is the DM NPC. He is now a 3rd level sorcerer of aberrant bloodline. He's the Baronet of Dire Sylvania, but he really doesn't want to become a Baron. He doesn't want to become the ruler of Dire Sylvania, and he's being sort of pushed along by his companions. Mark's 2 PCs are Darian Montague here, who is a paladin of the Five-Faced God, who is a lawful neutral god. He's a lawful good paladin. Concerned with the rules of civilization and the protection of human civilization. Krieger is the happy-go-lucky small village strongman. When he's not happy, he's raging, as he's a 3rd level barbarian. Ahmed is playing 2 brothers, both on the opposite ends of the law-chaos axis. We've got Bone Crusher, who is a monk of the Red God, which is the neutral god of war. He was trained at the same place that Darian was, and is big, strong, and somewhat fearless, whereas Shadow is the chaotic, rough-and-tumble huntsman, loves to spend time outdoors and apparently in vampire castles.
To be fair,
to be
just
fair.
Winter's there.
As all of us have fallen in love with Letterkenny. So Shadow is a worshiper of the Mother of Monsters and is obsessed with trying to become a werewolf. Because that's not going to go bad. We've got Alkur and Oskar. Alkur is the, he's kind of the scholarly nerd of the party. He spends time visiting libraries to read the entire library, and this last library took him about 30 years to read. He's knowledgeable. He's a cleric. He's a good healer, and apparently a very bad uncle in that he did not know. He's a bad uncle.
He's less than stellar brother too. We're just gonna throw that out there.
Yes, in that he kind of in the 30 years he was gone in this remote monastery, his sister had married a human, had a child, and the human died in some of the wars that came and changed
if he was like the normal racist elves, then it would be more of like, well, why? Of course, what do you expect is going to happen?
Right.
But he's not that, so he feels bad.
And
like,
let's be honest, he feels bad because he can't remember his name.
And Oskar is the penny pinching dwarf rogue, also 3rd level. These two guys, as they recently got their 3rd level, and he's a merchant, but he's a guy that would spend a year rubbing 2 coppers together to get a 3rd.
Saved is a copper earned.
Right.
100 copper gets a go.
So right now they are in the village of Hommlet, and they've agreed to root out bandits that seem to be holed up in a Moathouse, which is a ruin between Hommlet and Nulb, that used to be used by the agents of the temple in a war a long time ago. Apparently there are some bandits that have taken up residence there. You both heard from Lord Byrne that they suspect bandits are here, but you even got this information beforehand when you captured one of the bandit gnolls that attacked you along the Old Forest Road to Hommlet, and his name was Runty. Yeah. You handed Runty over to Byrne's Badgers, who are the effectively militia constabulary here. Yep. I think,
to be fair, kind of a dick.
Yeah, well, bandits. Rocket launcher, how's it going? Excuse my nose blowing. I do have a bit of a sinus cold, but I've felt much worse, and we've still played D&D. I've got some caffeine, some cold meds running through my system. It's gonna be great.
Sessions. So it's a good time to go to the plains. Just gonna throw that out there, because the best Marty blitzed out on cold meds games are like, let's go to hell. Let's go to hell, or spend some time in the abyss, or wander around and see what happens.
Gotcha.
You never know. You might like it.
So I think you just finished visiting the Archer Shrine in Hommlet, if memory serves me correctly, and that is tended to by Alkur's sister Jenethar, and you met your niece Merriwind Sprite, who is a 16-year-old girl. So half elf. Where did I stick your tokens? I think you ignored the Church of Saints, and then you decided that you were just going to ride out of town.
Yes.
Are you taking your carriage with you on the road to the Moathouse?
Well, I'd assume so. It's
okay.
Walk. You mean to walk?
All right.
Is it even an option leaving it behind with Ptolemy?
No, Ptolemy wants to take it, but before you leave town would be the time to have that conversation.
So sorry, you were talking about the location of the bandits?
No, the wagon.
The wagon.
Bring the wagon to the bandits.
There is a road between here. Oskar knows, he's traveled it several times.
If anything, it bait.
Yeah, it's Wagon with a bunch of horses. Yeah, we're gonna be a beacon, or stealthily. So let's pick.
So Ptolemy's like, why do I have to be the bait?
Well, technically, your wagon is the bait.
Oh,
and you're part of the surprise.
It's my grandfather's wagon, which means my father owns it. I don't think he'll be happy if we use it as bait, though.
Well,
it depends how we want to approach. It will provide us comfort, but will also be quite noisy. They'll know we'll be coming. It is an interesting method of rooting them out, but it will alert them.
Well, we can make it sneaky.
Oh, I like
I know
that.
you've pulled some funny things out of your butt, but I'd like to see this one.
All right. Stand back and be amazed.
For fuck's sakes.
Oskar is going to expertly lead the group to stealthily move with the wagon. Follow the expert, guys.
Okay, so effectively you're moving at half speed, I think is the general rule for stealthing, unless we need to look this up for... You're moving slower than normal is effectively the way we're going to do this on overland travel.
Yeah. It's... here. Sorry, it's been a while since I looked at this book. I used to have pages memorized. Follow the leader is what I'm using. Or follow the expert, something like that. Follow the expert on page 479. So, you can follow the expert. You can choose an ally attempting a reoccurring skill check while exploring, such as climbing or performing a different exploration tactic, like avoiding notice. So we're avoiding notice. Half speed. Easy as that. Cool.
Okay, and then who makes the stealth check?
Whoever has the worst stealth in the group. I think it might be a horse.
I think it might be the horses. Yes. So, but they're using it at your expert. Is that what you're saying?
So they get a +2 for expert, and they get to add their level.
What's the level of the horse?
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up horse. I'm gonna look up horse, and could you look up the stealth penalties for size?
Sure. I don't know if that still exists, but I will look.
Might not be a thing anymore.
Might not be a thing. Yeah, we're still getting used to Pathfinder 2. Just bear with us here. I just wave my hand and make a rule, but we're trying to also learn the system.
Yeah.
There comes a point when you're not playing the actual game anymore.
Yeah, there's been a few times where it's like, you really? Is that how it's supposed to work?
That's true, yeah. It's like,
You gotta be shitting me.
Okay, so the horses have +3 dex, and they do not have expertise in stealth, but does that mean that your expertise applies?
Yes.
So they've got a +7 minus whatever...
okay, so they're not the worst then.
They're not the worst, it sounds like.
unless there are size
so far I haven't
penalties.
found anything around, like, conditional here.
Okay.
Hide. Sneak. There's a bunch of, like, GM discretion-y type things. And then, here, I will see if large creatures.
Okay, well, Oskar then, he takes these leather bags and ties them around the horseshoes to muffle some of the sound. He goes and finds some brush, like, along the side of the road and adorns the sides of the carriage with it. He ends up finding a grease can and really greases up the wheels.
Lube it up good. Get it all.
If you had more time, you probably want to make some sort of like bag cozy for the wheels as well, but you don't have enough time for that.
Here we go. Sneaky, sneaky. Now we are sneaky, sneaky.
All right. Those who don't want to participate or don't want to have to be part of this disguise can ride in the wagon, so you could hide.
Oh, that's better.
You can hide Darian in the wagon.
Yep.
Get in there.
And I'm going to say, because you've got 4 large creatures and 1 huge vehicle, we're going to take the old penalties and divide by 2. So I think it's a -4 to this roll.
Okay, so +3?
+3 total, yeah.
Go. There we go. So, 6. We're sneaky. We are sneaky.
All right, so you guys are traveling down the road with some
Sneakily.
with some ridiculous things that Oskar is.
Is that a bush on the road?
Why is that? Why that twigs sticking out of that horse's ass?
Makes it so the butt doesn't flap around when it comes. Nice.
All right, so you you begin to travel down the road sneakily.
It's the saddest horse I've ever seen.
Let me just have a quick look here at an overland map that you guys don't know about. Here.
Oh, who got the bonus point? Bonus hero point.
Oh yeah, it was Ahmed's birthday, beginning of August, and we missed it. So Ahmed, you get to
You owe me a point.
have a bonus
Plus one
point. Given that there's so many characters, I will give a second bonus point to I don't know, vote amongst yourselves. Who
Just give it to Alker. He's gonna fucking need it for a saving throw or something.
I really liked Alker's interaction in Hommlet last game, although Krieger's was very close as well.
I like Krieger's too, and Krieger's is good for killing things when it needs to die.
Okay, Ahmed. Actually, vote. Who gets it, Alker or Krieger?
Can Crusher get on that list? No.
No, you just got one, you bastard.
Krieger. I really like the I'm helping out the bar now.
Yeah, that was
super awesome.
Krieger, for a barbarian with shit skills, it's amazing how much that lore labor has been used. Yes, I'm a fan.
You interact with a lot of laborers on the road.
Yeah, I'm a fan. All right, your ridiculous caravan continues on towards danger.
I believe we're the sneaky caravan.
At this point in time, I want a percentile.
Oskar, you said that should be. Just do it.
For the record, I don't see anything about a size penalty to stealth.
Okay.
It does say 100.
100. Okay. Well, it's actually pretty safe, I guess. Yeah, low is what I was looking for. 20 or under.
We stuck past all threats.
You end up spending the day. Hommlet. It is a sizable village. There are a lot of farms clustered around Hommlet. Hommlet, and for this first day of travel, you're basically passing by farmsteads. Some of the people in the fields, given that it is springtime, there'd be a lot of work going on in the fields as crops would be planted. Stop and kind of gawk at the black carriage pulled by some not so fantastic horses. and a bunch of strangers off of it. You know, every once in a while, like you can see like a child wave. A couple of times you saw children wave, but an adult made them stop waving. By the end of the day, the farmsteads are fewer and further in between. And then you start to reach, you actually see one upon a hill that looks like it's been burnt out. There's an old barn that's collapsed, and the farm home looks like it has been open to the elements after a fire. And the fire, yeah, with Alker's knowledge of building stuff, and then I guess Krieger's knowledge of building stuff. Both ends of the building. Yeah, actually doing the building. This fire happened maybe like 5-10 years ago.
On the morrow,
the fields that you end up pulling your wagon off into are fallow, just tangled weeds and dirt. A few unmended fences suggest that there may have once been cattle here.
On the moor, I would like to do lore And then, did we get the name of that lighthouse?
The lighthouse?
Sorry, this. The watch house. I don't know if it has
The Moathouse.
a name.
The Moathouse, yeah.
Moathouse. I would like to Alcur to do lore that Moathouse.
Sure. Okay, so Alcur ends up spending some time that early that evening or the next morning, going into reverie, and kind of recalling library and lore and snippets of things that he has read, all sorts of a blur of books flipping, and you having conversations with people, and you jotting things down as you are starting to try to recall information about this particular landmark. That's Darian Montague, the no-nonsense paladin. Mark does the voice really well. Okay, so yeah, morning comes. You guys are relatively safe in this place. You did hear maybe some coyotes.
Didn't even know we were here.
You have a quick breakfast. Ptolemy's curious. He seems suspicious of the sausages that next morning after Darian has given him multiple lectures about what kind of meat is lordly and what kind of meat isn't. And he's like, well, how do you tell what sort of meat it is?
Well,
Experience.
proper manners suggest that if someone serves you something, you should at least try it.
Well, he's cut open one of the sausages and he's kind of like picked apart like little grizzly bits and picked apart one color of meat and picked apart, and there's these little growing piles from this piece of sausage. What kind of meat is this?
My lord, just eat it.
He seems to have one of his fits where he stares at his food for a very long time like, this is important.
And Darian will just take a plate and scrape the sausages onto his and kind of just tosses it like a little bit of frustration, like ding. There.
Now that we have breakfast over with, I think I could breathe easier now.
That's what gets your heart rate up. That.
Oh yes, it was terrible. Mystery meat is bad, don't you know?
Better to know what a possum you're eating.
Yes,
Grab for the mystery bag.
that's right. Never trust a sausage maker.
Them's be words to live by.
I feel like I should say something. But I also feel like
I'm holding it.
I'd just rather move on. Let's move on.
Oh yes, let's get everything packed up. Come on. Ptolemy the manager. Ptolemy, yep, that goes there. Helping out as you guys are
learning, you know.
Oh yes, they're getting very efficient with this this whole unpacking and packing thing.
Yep. Wait, don't waste it. Need the grease. We could lube up the hubs.
I picture Oscar in the kitchen, like pouring the grease into a can. Just like, we can use this.
Yeah, he slathers up the wheels, and another day, another stealth check. So you refresh some of the branches. You stuff some grasses into the little hoof shoes that you've got. 8. All right. It's just as ridiculous as you expect it could be.
Worked yesterday, didn't it?
We're sort of disguising the grandeur of this wonderful carriage.
Exactly. Sneaking up on them.
All right. Is there only one road that goes to Nulb?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could probably sneak away around the side, but it's really inconvenient. Like,
So what's Nub like?
don't know too rightly. It's apparently jerks live there.
I heard it was beautiful. My kind of place.
They like cranberries.
Alright,
Oh,
berries are
bunch of-
tasty.
Bunch of mosquito-skinned cranberry eaters, says Tommy.
Yeah. Those guys.
They live in us.
Just so we're clear, that's an inside voice you should be using with those kind of talk.
You shouldn't be thinking of any of your people like that.
Oh, Nob
They
is
may
out.
not be in your region.
Nob's outside the...
Nob's outside of the quadrant of Diasylvania. Thank
True,
goodness.
but you should always look at expanding your regions.
No, that would bring attention from the Iron Lord. No, no. No expansions.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, there will be. Yeah, there will be.
I should have a think on that on the morrow. Knight, what is the legal state of expansionistic behavior under the current regime?
You mean, would it be legal for his lordship to expand?
Precisely.
Hang on, Sark. That would be society, Marty?
Sure.
Or-
Yeah.
I'm not certain what rules these Iron Lords have changed.
21?
Baron would not have under the old rules of the old nobility, a baron would not be able to declare war on behalf of the kingdom.
Okay.
He would be able to put down rebellions or keep order in his own quadrant. That's not to say that quadrants haven't fought each other before.
What if we put down a rebellion in their quadrant?
Again, these are under the old rules, and the Iron King or the Iron Lord demands very strict taxes, and perhaps Ptolemy does have a bit of a point to go to be under the radar.
Totally valid point.
We figured out how
However, he's a baronet, which would mean he has no he'd have
No power.
Yeah, he's got very little power.
It's not his dad's dad.
Well, the way I sees it, under the old rules, under King Hestrin, Baron, or substitute Baron, can put down rebellions and uprisings in their own quadrant. But someone else's quadrant, that's mowing someone else's field. You don't do that.
All right. Question. A armed group of bandits that are in someone else's quadrant seems to be very similar, at least functionally, as an uprising.
Well, this here is one of those cases where I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. Plus, it's our people they're coming after.
I gotta side with the knight on this one. We're gonna knife them, empty their pockets, and hide their bodies.
Let's be totally clear, that is not what I said.
Right. Everybody be totally clear. That is not what he said. Not at all. Hide the bodies.
Did you just...
Except the heads. We're gonna get
Did he just...
heads.
Oh my. Did he just what?
Never mind, my lord. I best not think about it.
Oskar, that wheel is still squeaking. Just give it a second. The grease has got to get in there. Them sausages are too lean.
It's at this point Krieger just starts going.
All right. By midday, you regret using the breakfast grease on the wheels because you got hordes of flies that are now attacking the wheels.
Lord of the flies.
Just sort of buzzing around.
Comes in his bacon.
Give me another couple of percentiles as you guys are overland traveling.
87, 54.
54. Okay.
Safe
Oh,
as heck.
there is one thing I wanted to do, Marty. It's just a very small side thing, but just let me know you guys sick.
Go ahead. What is it?
Crusher wants to take notes on if you were going to move a force from, let's say, the sanitarium to Hommlet or to Moathouse, how long would it take? What are the bottlenecks and terrain details? This is using warfare and engineering.
Okay. So Hommlet is not very defensible in its current state. You really want to finish that particular castle, and then give me a roll for knowledge warfare.
13.
Well, you find a lot of open fields that you might be able to have battles in. Probably looking for structures.
Yeah, I'm looking at
if you're gonna have skirmishes,
bridges, high points, like cliffs,
Yep.
passes that are two horses breadth kind of thing, and things like that. I'm so basically just taking notes, detailed notes of terrain and bottlenecks as to how to get groups from one area to the next.
Well, there is one terrain feature that is coming up that cuts through the land in two directions, north-south. It is like a 50-foot wall.
We talk about archery?
Yep. The 50-foot wall is kind of like, you know how it's trapezoidal, or at least it looks like it is. It's squat at the bottom and kind of rounded at the top. It's made out of this really dark iron with a lot of russet. The tree itself actually grows over the 50-foot wall and down the side, and a road has been cobbled over the roots of the tree. And some of the wall has been dug away in time. It looks like it's a bit rusty, where this massive, it's almost unfathomable geographic feature.
Craft check or
Oscar's just traveled over it. Yeah, that's just.
Woo!
I was like, did somebody go woo?
That's my dog, I think, having a nightmare.
Is this like a mythic wall of iron spell?
Go ahead and give me a. What do you?
I have no idea how to roll what I asked.
Arcane.
Knowledge, nature.
Okay. I will roll. 24, 23.
23. This is the demarcation line of a quadrant on Runerak. It is believed that Runerak, the heart of Runerak, is made out of this weird crumbly iron, and this is just a ridge of it that pierces up. Like a waffle iron.
And the heart of Runerak is orderly in its protrusions.
Well, there's a 50-foot iron wall that is all rusty.
That's straight.
Straight as an arrow?
That is straight as an arrow north-south.
Okie doke.
It runs like a forest runs up against it in one side, and there's some hills that are blocking the view of how far it goes south. But there's this tree that has been really old, like it tried to grow over both of them, like an arch, and then its roots are massive and spread all around, and a road has been filled in right over top with a gentle gradient over top of the barrier.
Got an overpass.
Yep. Crusher, you're like, you can't see on the other side of the ramp. Oh, and there's lots of little nooks and crannies and goblin holes that could be all along this tree.
Marty.
Yep.
Should we be reacting? Like, Oscar's not reacting to this thing at all. It's normal.
Yeah.
Should others be reacting to this thing fantastically, or is this like...
It's
there's a crick.
Imagine seeing like a
The Great Wall of China.
No. Well, the iron's weird. It's like all one solid piece.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think what Adam's trying to get at is we realize it's fantastical, but is it widely known that this is what? No. Okay.
This is a quadrant of Runerak. This is just how the land.
What it looks like.
Some titans or some previous race built this place. The crater, the gods. It's
this is normal. It's just really rock.
Yep.
Unicorn. It's over there. We have them all over the place.
They're beautiful, but we've got 5. So.
So I imagine you guys are slowing down if Alker just wants to have a look, and you're sort of like, "What's going on?" Says Ptolemy as he pokes his head. He pokes his head through the.
Alker wants to take a scraping.
Okay, well you'd have to go off the road and then go up to it and kind of climb off of it. Okay, so you're pulling a wagon off to the side and you're having a look.
Yeah. Can it be scraped?
A lot of the earth nearby is a russet color, suggesting that
it's leaching.
That some of it does leach into the earth.
I will take a soil sample.
Okay, so you go trunching off to the side, and
Shadow, keep an eye on him.
Okay, so Shadow's going to go off to the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna accompany him.
What? Worried about this creepy giant evil wall? I mean.
Now the tree that goes over the wall that helps form the road seems to be growing fine, but a lot of the vegetation actually doesn't grow in the russet soil. So there's this natural like break and a dead zone on either side of this wall. It is big as you're approaching it, and let's see. Give me a D4.
3. How many treasures I find? XP does not count as treasure, by the way.
All right. Alker hears some buzzing that is quite loud and droning from what looks like a large tree that has a lot of underbrush. So Shadow, Alker, and Mark, did any of your guys go down to keep an eye on your priest?
Yeah, Shadow went to. He's with Alker.
Krieger, maybe?
No, I would think Darian. No, Darian will stay with Ptolemy.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. You can hear it. You see jutting out of both sides of the tree. You thought they were like weird branches, but then they flutter really quickly, and they are the droning wings of some sort of insect. And I'm going to roll
there's a bug.
a perception initiative. As the three of you are off to the side near a tree. I'm just going to use
Conversation?
I'm just going to use the conversation layer. Yeah.
Conversation.
Soil interesting.
Fell off their wagon.
We'll draw the big tree that the thing is behind. And then we'll stick the thing down, and it is the size of one of your horses.
Excuse me? A Pablo. Excuse me?
You have any idea how big the wing? Oh god! Ah!
When that stinger goes through your chest.
And then we're gonna use perception for initiative here. It was
How
just
could I have been poisoned? It went right through.
we'll use perception for initiative. Go ahead. You want me to roll?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
I rolled to run away. Run away?
It's a giant white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. What?
What?
And funny.
Oh god, he's here for the land.
Okay, I will use our random number generator in our spreadsheet. We'll go edit. Oops.
Okay.
Paste values. And so Darian is not there. Shadow is there. Alcur, Oskar is not there. Bone Crusher, Ptolemy's not there. The Wasp is.
I wonder how they're doing. Taking your sweet ass time is what they're doing.
Oh, we'll get to Darian, Oskar, Bone Crusher, and Ptolemy in a moment. Alright, Krieger, you are quick to react to this thing. It's about 10 feet off the ground, kind of in the top of this big tree.
I will stride.
Alker's like bent over playing in.
Kind of like, oh, what? The stinger, man. The stinger on a horse-eyed wasp would be like a sword.
Like, it must have paralyzed him, so he can't breathe. No, it just filled the lung cavity with goo.
And I will ready a strike.
Okay, you're pulling out your axe and readying a strike.
Where you help me poke around in the soil. Fuck.
I guess you could have your axe out. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we're off the boat.
Just axe in hand.
Sounds good. Alcur, what you doing?
Oh my!
You were actually doing something, so you don't have your weapons out.
Yeah,
like...
no, he's got a vial of soil.
I'm gonna throw that at it. That'll show.
We are going to put the soil away.
Okay, sticking it in your pocket slowly.
Stick it in our pocket. And then we're going to... I could attempt to fear the thing away, but it's a bug. I don't even know if those rules, if it works that way anymore. I will attempt to fear the bug away. I will try to spook it away.
You ever try to shoo a hornet?
Okay, it is technically an animal, so a difference here between Pathfinder 2 and 1 is that bugs don't have their own type. So it can be feared.
Could be feared.
Its will DC is 16. So I think you have to make a spell roll, or does it make a saving throw with your DC? I think it makes a saving throw with your DC.
I believe it makes a saving throw.
Okay, 17.
17
You
is
failed, Elker.
failure, sir. So give me a second. Fear. I was in the wrong section of spells. Okay. It's within 30 feet. It is a creature. It is a failure. The target is frightened too.
Oh. You're scared.
So I'll look up frightened condition. I believe it goes down 1 per pip, so I'll be frightened 1 and then not frightened anymore.
Awesome. And then, so how many actions was that? 1 to stow a thing, and then 2 to cast a spell?
2 to cast a spell.
Okay. And we'll say free action to kind of go.
I can still be hunched over.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Action to mark it as my prey,
Yep.
and
So you're firing a bunch of arrows at it?
this thing's considered an animal?
It is an animal.
Yep. Okay.
It's a status penalty.
31. What's its AC?
That is a critical hit.
Nice.
Okay.
So frightened is a minus. This is a -2 to everything, including all checks and DCs. So I think it's a -2 to AC.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, critical.
Cool.
That's pretty
Okay.
harsh.
23.
A hit.
With its -2.
Yep.
Is its AC 15? Oh.
No.
No, I'm just wondering if it's crit, because
No, it's not. I'll let you
2
know.
crits would be cool.
I know.
I'm saying.
It's also in a tree, so it has a +2 cover. But
Okay. And 18.
that is a hit as well.
Cool.
Thanks to the fear, it like started flapping its wings and like exposing its wings and scuttling around, and you caught it in the back thorax, and you caught it in the head, and you caught it through a wing.
No, wait. A shadow can only shoot. I think I confused shadow with crusher. Nope, nothing to do that.
He has a rapid shot power. I
Has
thought.
a rapid flurry, multiple attack, yeah, penalty, hunter shot.
Yeah, but you also
2
have
shots, yes. Hunter shot, yep.
Okay. 2 shots with 1, and then one single.
Yep.
Okay.
So
great.
three shots.
So effectively
so
4 times 4 damage.
4 hits. So 48 plus le dommage from this guy's range is it's only +1 to attack. Okay, not the damage. And it's +2.
Oh, sorry. The 18 did not hit.
Did not hit, even with the -2?
19 -2 + 2 for the cover, so it becomes 19.
Oh, there's cover.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so 3d8 plus 3. 15.
15 damage. It is not bloodied, although there are arrows sticking out of it. Now, Frightened 2. Does that mean just a bunch of penalties?
-2 to everything, including all the things.
Okay. It is going to scuttle around the tree and down. It can move enough to get to Krieger. So it's just above Krieger.
Okay.
Krieger's means not to occur.
Your readied action, I believe, goes off.
Yeah. I'm unfortunately not raging, but I still hit pretty hard.
Put that axe to work.
Go.
Shake
What the
what
heck
your
just
mama
happened
gave
here?
you. In this case, it's what your priest gave you.
I don't know what just happened to my Twitch here.
What rolled you to make a rolling?
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So 1d20 plus 10.
I will roll. Is not
14 hits the tree, and a bunch of bark falls off instead of the creature. Now, does that
Okay.
change his initiative, or...
I don't.
It takes 2 actions to get a ready single activity action.
Yep.
So that's the penalty for readying.
It doesn't change his initiative. Okay.
No.
The thing climbed down the tree with a single action, and then the stinger comes flicking out towards Krieger. AC 17.
Misses.
All right.
Including the -2?
Nope.
Yep.
AC 15 -2. And then it is going to try to do its stinger again. So +5 this time. AC natural 1 missed. Okay. Basically, Krieger is swatting at it with his axe, keeping it at bay. Its stinger kind of hits the axe, and you hear like a like a very sharp tink.
So at the end of its turn, its frightened condition reduces by 1. So it's now frightened 1.
Okay. Ew, bugs! Yeah, it's a big one. Top of the round is Krieger.
Alright, so we're going to start off with a little anger. And then we bring the...
Oh no, he's angry.
Now look what you've done. AC 19.
AC 19 is its AC. With the -1, it's 18. So you hit. You swing your axe, and there's this beautiful crunching sound as it goes into its plates.
It's AC 19?
Right now, it's 18 with the
cover.
with the frighten.
Does it have cover still?
Nope.
All right, so 17 doesn't do it, but I did hit it for.
Wither King, thanks for the follow.
For 23 damage.
Wow. Okay, a hefty crunch.
Nice.
That's 38. Okay, that definitely bloodied it. I can't take another one of those.
Okay.
It's all pissed off. It kind of hits the ground, like it kind of slides down the tree a little bit, and it's making this horrible droning sound. That was Krieger. Alker.
How you doing, Krieger, buddy? We're going to hit the buggo with a cantrip.
Okay,
And-
stumbling back a little bit, casting a spell.
Yep. We're gonna basically hit him with a cantrip and then 5-foot step behind Krieger. We're gonna hit him with a divine lance because Tanglefoot does not seem appropriate.
No, not too much.
Tangle Wing.
Alright, so my divine lance. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay, calling upon the Heart of Gold. A golden lance of energy blasts forth from your extended hand, but not too extended because the bug is biting.
Yeah, don't bite me. Don't get bit. I just need to check the. I believe this has an attack roll on it. Divine lance spell attack. Yes. All right. AC 15.
AC 15, unfortunately, it moved off to the side and is kind of chewing on the end of Krieger's axe, and
Save me.
the golden lance of energy goes above it. Shadow.
Okay, so I've got to move away from the thing because I'm way too. Actually,
Destroy
Yeah.
the unholy nature.
I'm way too close for this, so I have to move back. There, I think I'm 38 feet away.
Shadow's running away.
I'm using a longbow,
Yep.
so I've got to back up so I can actually get my.
Shadow strides backwards, but he's still looking at the beast and looking for where to aim. Notches an arrow.
Notches 3. 10, 10,
Well, you're not firing all three of them at the same time.
No.
You're not that cool yet. Critical hit with a natural 20.
20 plus.
I believe the bows are deadly.
Are you sure? 18?
There's no. Oh, that's your second attack. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to just roll damage at this point?
No, I want all of it.
Okay, you could roll them
Alright.
all and take off those arrows.
All right, fine. First one is 2d8 plus 2.
Touche, buddy. Touche.
7 damage.
Is there a deadly quality on longbow or not?
I thought so.
Let me check.
I thought they were
Long
deadly. I thought they were deadly
bow.
D10.
I thought they were
Deadly.
D10 as well.
1d10. Oh,
So I think you add a d10.
So- add a d10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
it's 2d8
I should have
plus
added.
1d10 plus whatever your thing is times 2.
So I'll add a 1d10. 8, so 15.
15. Yep. The droning stops as an arrow that's stuck right into its like little mandibles, and the thing stops buzzing. It falls to the ground with a crunch, and Krieger then just makes it into insectoid mush by sticking his axe through its body.
You guys hear some yelling?
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, who is outside the wagon? Who's inside when they went off to go get their soil sample?
Darian's sitting outside. Well, not sitting, but he's standing outside.
Yeah, Crusher's going to sit outside as well now.
Okay, so Crusher and Darian are having a conversation. Ptolemy's actually ponied up to inside the wagon and is talking to Oskar through the opening.
Oscar's sitting on the.
Yep.
So, hey, they're not too bad. I mean,
What do you mean? Staring at horse butt all day?
yeah, it kind of gets to you over a while. They're kind of hypnotic in their way. They kind of sway back and forth, and tails kind of look like a beard.
And the butts look like lamprey mouths.
You two have serious problems.
Crusher points.
This is a private conversation, Bone Crusher.
You know, you could probably smuggle quite a bit with horses if you really needed to.
Ptolemy. Whoa.
What are we smuggling?
Oscar touches his nose.
Oh, yes. It does smell.
Yeah.
Well, it will if you smuggle it in a horse's backside.
My lord!
Oh, yes, your logic is sound, Squire.
I think he was gonna like Nob.
Well, what have we here? You hear a couple of voices surprise you.
Looks like a noble wagon.
I believe it's called a fuck off wagon. So why don't you get on with the fucking off?
Oh, touchy, touchy. Isn't he? Isn't he, Taruko?
Wait a sec. You guys got full coin purses? Because if we got full coin purses, then we're ripe to be fucked with.
Nah, ours are empty. That's right, ours are empty.
Then commence with the fucking off.
You hear that there's a tax along this road, and it looks like you're about to enter into our territory.
And,
There's a tax?
Yeah, shut up.
Oscar will stand up and sort of, like, poke his head around
Hey.
the side of the thing.
There's a big one over there. It looks like he's strong.
I am, but that's not really the point now, is it? You say
Oh.
you're here to collect taxes. You have some documentation? Something written.
Crusher moves to the opposite side.
Darian walks up to them.
Something written. Show them your fist, Taruko. He's got one fist, and written across it in tattoo says "fuck," and he shows you another fist, and the other one is "you," written in common. Not especially good.
Like the Y-O-U and the U's on both, like the last two fingers.
Yeah, sure.
Y-O-U.
Well,
see.
there's something written. Whoa, 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 whoa! There's more ya. It's like a bloomin' hive of them over here.
What do they got for weapons and armor and anything that looks valuable?
This Cobart guy, he is wearing, we'll say, a chain shirt, and this guy is not wearing any armor. There's like little bits of like a hodgepodge of armor, like he took the parts that look neat off of a suit of armor, but isn't wearing it.
It's not functional, it just looks cool.
If you leave
Crusher,
your
you
armor-
actually know the large one with the funny goatee. His name is Taruko. He tried to study with the monks at the monastery, but got kicked out for cruelty.
Taruko,
Hey,
been a while. It's been a while.
Crusher!
That's right.
You know him?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
I suppose we gotta give them the friends and family discount now? Alright, you can leave your trousers. Everything else stays. Trousers are yours.
You're still wearing monk gear, huh? You didn't want to come with me?
I stayed.
Well, you didn't stay, you're out here. What are you doing out here?
Taruka, are you going to introduce me to your friends?
Oh yeah, this is Bone Crusher. He's a monk.
Ah, I see.
Yes. You are?
Taruka, you don't recognize me?
No, I recognize. He like slaps him on the
Yep.
shoulder. I remember you, of course.
Okay,
Who's your friend?
Taruka didn't like being touched, but it's fine.
This is Cobart. Cobart is my friend now.
Yes, I'm his friend.
I
Well,
see. Why are you on this road?
Oh, we're out
Carriage is
here.
gonna stand in front of the door.
Tommy's peeking out the window.
Carriage is closing the curtains.
Oh, we're out here looking for our riches. You know, like, looking for our riches.
Yes, we are tending to the roads of this place. They are quite dangerous, but of course guards need to be paid.
Yeah, so we're taxing.
Yeah, and we're the guards, and your taxes are everything but your trousers. So, with the removing. And trousers are because of your friends. If you don't want to be friends, no trousers.
What are you doing out here?
Apparently, killing bandits. Wouldn't happen to any bandits, would you?
Well, actually, there's a whole hovel of them over the rise.
Yeah, we're getting paid by the skull. I count a couple of skulls.
Oh, we're not bandits.
We're not bandits. We're actually out here on the same mission as yours, looking to collect scalps.
Are you? How many have you collected so far?
None this week. It's been really slow.
There's just the two of us. Hard to capture larger groups without getting badly injured.
Couple fucking idiots.
That guy. What's this guy's problem?
He asked Bone Crusher, who's pointing at Oscar.
Oh, that's him happy actually.
Oh,
That's him on a good day.
Hey, I'll punch your teeth out. Shut up.
No.
You're still wearing your clothes. Start with the disrobing.
So, how far have you gotten towards the bandits?
I wouldn't go anywhere near the Moathouse unless you're brave. Just the four of you, then.
Oh no, there were the other ones that went off the road for some reason.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
Alright, sweet cheeks. Disrobe.
I don't think so. Give me an intimidate check as you're trying to intimidate them into giving you their stuff. This is a
Taxes are...
coerce.
Gotta pay your taxes. Alright. 14.
The DC is 18, and there's two of them. Or is it their will saves? Give me a second.
It's their will DC, I think.
Oh, we gotta get naked?
No, they're trying to take our stuff.
Well, then they're bandits.
No, they think we're bandits.
Oh, Crusher. What the fuck?
Well, you certainly approached us like bandits. You really got to give yourself a little bit of the credit for the problems we're having here.
Oh?
I see there's a misunderstanding. We'll simply give you the road and let you pass.
Why don't you do that?
Wait. I had to stand up. Who's going to pay me for my time?
Oscar, we are not engaging in banditry. We will not bandit the bandits, even.
Hey, Crusher.
Hey guys, you sure you don't want to fight?
Crusher, who are these? Who are these? Who are these people? You guarding them?
Yes.
Oh,
Friends from the town I grew up in.
oh. You want to come run with us? You're pretty strong.
Yes, but you're just doing nothing, running around and collecting coppers.
Scalps are
Silvers.
worth more.
Silvers if you're lucky.
That Lord Burns paying for scalps.
Yes, we'll see how long he lasts. Why don't you join us? Collect more scalps with us, won't you?
Oh, I gotta ask Cobart. He's the brains.
But do you need him?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, he knows how to get paid and knows where to look.
Well, two of you is less impressive than the
Hey!
group of us.
Hey, Cobart, you want to go with them?
Is that an invitation?
Crusher looks back at the caravan, Oscar and Darian. He's like,
Darian's trying to intimidate both Cobart and
Okay.
Taruko by just glaring at them.
Got it.
Which he can do.
Nice. The paladin glare. I'm like, no, you don't want to come with us.
Yeah, as long as they're first.
25.
Yeah, I don't think we're welcome, Cobart. Oh, come on, Crusher said.
Yes, but this knight doesn't seem to want us there, nor does the...
No, I intimidate them both, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks pretty mean.
They're
Why
back.
don't you guys just stay off the road then? Keep to the east of here.
Yeah.
Probably a better idea.
They kind of go scrambling kind of down the road into some bushes.
"Shit, Crusher comes."
See you later, boys.
Crusher comes back.
There's a problem now. They might run off and tell the others. They might. This is a valuable information that there are headhunters going towards them.
Well, what are you
Don't
looking
you
at me
think?
for?
Those
I
are
didn't
called
say
bandits.
anything.
This is a very much definition of baby bandits.
I don't think they were the others. But
I didn't
I
say
have
they
that-
were with the other bandits, but they're
But
bandits.
the other one there, I wouldn't trust him at all. Well, I wouldn't trust either of them, actually. The other guy was quite an asshole.
I would question how selective they are with what scalps they take in.
Yes.
Which is why I don't know why we need to be so discerning, like.
Because we're not like that.
Is
We
it
are better.
safe? This is Tommy.
It's safe, my lord.
Did the ruffians run off?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, good job, Squire. Good job. You get a little pat on your on the pauldron of your.
Apparently, the ruffians
Baron.
were left to run off with their weapons and valuables.
Baron, I need you to stop behaving more assertive. You are more powerful than you take yourself to be. They pose no threat to you with your magic and your power.
One of them had funny tattoos on his hands. Did you read them? It's really strange that he would say "you fuck."
My lord! I got this.
You are not to be intimidated by anyone, even an army.
Darian's just deciding I'm picking my battles now.
Crusher, I don't know if you've ever seen when Ptolemy might have, been punched in the face, but it ends very badly.
True.
He's not quite ready for the whole armies and ruffians and all that kind of thing.
That is true. But if your enemy perceives you to be powerful, then that is enough that might alter path of combat.
You've been punched in the face, my lord?
Not recently.
Well, I'm terribly sorry I wasn't there.
Oh, it was dreadful.
Enjoy it!
To defend your honor, my lord, yes. To defend the honor.
Sure, whatever works for you.
It was a dreadful day. It was the last time that I played tea with those dolls.
Crusher just leaves and starts walking around.
My lord,
Punching yourself in the face counts, right?
Even more so.
even more so.
I got a shiner.
Take a nap. Please take a fucking nap.
Do you think those ruffians will come back?
Yes, and if you stick your head out, they will come back.
Oh, he kind of hides in the wagon, and you've got him excited now.
They can smell wealth. Might as well just be quiet as well.
Oh, they're like gnomes. Evil, evil gnomes.
Crusher looks at Darian like,
My lord,
Yes, Squire.
it might be possible that some of your subjects may be gnomes,
Oh, yes. Most dreadful thought.
and they may not like to hear their lord calling them evil or greedy.
Oh, yes, we must not anger the gnomes, lest they come to your house and steal everything.
My lord, that's not what I'm saying here.
Well, what are you saying?
Well, have you ever met a gnome, my lord?
I believe so, yes.
You believe so. How many?
Well, they're all sort of short. Short people. Yes, I've met short people.
Hey.
I've met short people
There
too.
is a functional and technical difference between short people and specific sorts of short people, such as gnomes and halflings. And dwarves also tend to be short.
No, dwarves
Oscar.
are bigger.
Well, dwarves are wider, but they are shorter than, say, us.
We ain't short words counts there, bub.
Really? I heard it was fairly short, but wide as a cheese wheel.
Whatever gets the job done.
I believe we're talking about something else now. You should really work on being straightforward, as we expect paladins and squires to be.
My apologies, my lord, for not behaving in the manner in which my position dictates.
Don't worry. It is only a verbal admonishment this time, says Ptolemy, and he's back into his wagon.
You wouldn't want to deduct his pay now, would you?
I have to pay squires?
And
No,
there it
my
is.
lord.
We will find
How
it.
kind of...
We'll find choice payment when we are back at the manor. Oscar, please tell me there's some furniture left. You didn't sell that credenza, did you?
Finest possums around.
Don't
My
worry,
lord,
we'll
I
find a way
suppose
to
what I'm trying to say is perhaps you should judge your subjects based on their character and not say on whether they're gnomes or dwarves or humans.
How many subjects do I have exactly?
a lot.
Many.
I have to get to know all of them so I could judge all of them? It sounds exhausting.
No, my lord. I'm just saying, perhaps prejudging them is not the way to go.
Oh, okay. Get to know them, judge them.
Hey, Shadow, get the fuck back here.
Yep, yeah. Krieger, Shadow, and
How long does it take to pick up dirt?
they seem a little sweaty. Shadow's got a few...
Can Shadow through tanning pick up something cool? Like maybe the head of it, and then like on the way there carve its head out or something, because that'd be awesome.
Okay, you want to take bug parts?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, Oscar didn't know that we killed a bug, but Oscar would love to take bug parts. In fact, I believe bugs are a good source of protein.
They're also wasps are a good source of poison.
21.
All right, so Shadow cuts off the head, has hollowed it out a little bit, and there's this
helmet.
wasp. The thing size of the horse, so you're gonna have to do some work on it, some craft to make a
We'll
bug
make it a
helmet.
shield. Wasp shield.
You have its head. Shadow's dragging it back out of the bushes. Alker, you actually got enough space to go and collect some like dust that has pretty much come off of the. And it takes a really hard implement, but you do have some shavings directly from the wall itself. Alker, you feel strange when you're touching the wall.
Does the shavings make me feel strange?
You feel strange every time you're kind of like scratching the wall. To you, the sound is like nails on a chalkboard. It's just something incredibly grating. I don't know if you like the sound of like styrofoam or crunching snow or like newly.
It's the nail file.
Nail files? Okay, so
Nail files is the sound for me.
is the sound for
It's
Adam?
not,
Yeah,
it's no,
yeah.
My kids are the sound for me.
It's like nail file sound.
Need to make sense to my ears.
But you do have some samples from it, and then Shadow chopped up this bug and is dragging it back to the wagon.
Hey, Shadow, why don't you come sit up here for a second?
Because you're not bringing that in the in the coach.
Heads go on the roof, says Ptolemy.
Ooh, good one. Look at that. So we were accosted by bandits while you were gone.
Couple of
They
ruffians.
They went that away. What are our thoughts of being, threatened by bandits?
Crusher knew one of them.
You and Shadow always do keep the finest company, don't you?
Yeah, man. You can't give me a Shadow. You really can't give me It's really the bottom of the barrel, what we're saying. I think Hommlet is a chair.
Yep.
Yeah, one sec.
Now's the time to make fun of his characters. In character.
Watch out, it's gonna sting you.
All right. Sorry. What you guys? What was said? Because I was having a conversation spoken to me while you guys said something about Crusher.
That you know the finest people.
Oscar was describing what happened to us to Shadow and pointed in the direction. Wonders if Shadow cares.
How long are you staying? Are you moving up already? You moving out? I can catch up.
Sorry, what time of day is it?
You've got another probably day of camping before you reach the Moathouse.
Is it midday, early day, late day?
Late day.
Late day?
Shadow will follow them. He'll do a spell. He'll do a survival if you can follow them.
We could camp here now that we've scratched the wall and cleared out the buggo that was down in the. Did it have a body?
Yeah, I can show it to you.
Do we want to eat bug tonight?
I
I
can
haven't
get
had
better
giant
than
whatever
bug.
that is before.
No.
Shadow knows his body is a bloody mess
Yeah,
because
I'd
of
prefer
Krieger.
a rabbit, I think.
get you some rabbit or something. So hold up. Let me see what these guys are planning.
You will not be
Who
eating it,
who
Oscar. It has
Krieger,
been
who had
pushed-
9 rounds of rage to work out. So.
Yeah, it's a bloody pulp. You're pretty sure the poison bits are all mixed in with the good bits, and it's just a bunch
To
of
be
insect
perfectly
juice.
honest, Shadow's lucky that Krieger sort of left that bit. Sort of came off in one quick swoop.
So you're gonna go try to follow these two yahoos? Is that what you're doing, Shadow? Or are you guys riding off?
Yep.
That's the question.
We can camp here and follow, see what they're planning on doing.
Okay, give
So,
me
survival?
a survival check. Yep. And are you trying to track them while hiding?
Yep.
Okay. Also give me a stealth.
Stealth.
27. Stealth.
Okay, they didn't bother covering their tracks. You find them.
25.
They camped off the side of the road, like probably 40 feet off the side of the road, in some thickets. You find a shoddy campsite with a couple of lean-tos and a small fire that is going. And you've snuck up on them. So this Bone Crusher fellow,
Yeah.
he's from the monastery.
Yeah, where the monks kicked me out.
Oh, yes. What about the other one?
I don't know, he was some knight.
He's from the monastery as well.
Yeah. Yeah, some guy.
Do you remember his name?
No, I think he's some, little lord.
A little lord, you say? Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, he got that, I don't know, I didn't like the way he was looking at us.
Well, yes, he does have a lot of armor on. But I bet you he doesn't sleep in it.
Yeah, okay.
So, if we were to face him again...
Oh, we're gonna fight Crusher? No, we don't want to fight Crusher, he's strong.
I don't want to fight that knight either. Why don't we just follow and see how well they do against the bandits?
Yeah, a lot of bandits at Moathouse.
A lot of bandits that will stick arrows in them. And perhaps we could get away with a bit of treasure.
Or the wagon.
It's a carriage, actually, but yes. Something along those lines. Wait, did you hear something?
The stealth of 25.
It's just a critter.
Yes. Yes, it'd be nice to be able to get a few nights at an inn, or at least retire somewhere.
Yeah, retire. Need money to do that. Kick our feet up and eat and drink and whore.
Yes, yes. That carriage will do.
Yeah, it's fancy. There's stupid sticks on it, though.
Yes. Not too sure what the point of that was. Maybe there's a druid amongst them.
Huh?
Oh,
Just
don't.
has a-
Best stealth carriage
All right, so you're spying on the bandits as they're
spying on the
concocting a plan. You learn that they're going to follow you.
Yeah.
The worst of ideas.
Shadow comes back.
But you get the gist that they're not part of that
Yeah, they're-
bandit gang. Like
Yeah.
they're looking for some coin so that they can kick their feet up and drink and eat and be merry and
Very simple. Okay.
So I listened to them. Their plans are, well, they're idiots, one. But the other guy, he's planning on following us. Like, they'll both follow us, and they're planning on perhaps, well, taking the carriage if we're wounded. Or killed.
Or we just leave it alone.
Well, we know they're following us.
and they're thieves.
If we're wounded or killed, then who owns the carriage?
Well, if we're wounded, we still own the carriage.
Yeah. Yes, I guess. Details?
In this story, nobles are not supposed to die, says Ptolemy.
It's not a storybook, though, is it, my lord?
It could be. Shh. Alka, Oscar, are you writing all this stuff down?
I keep notes. I got a journal.
Oh, yes, it is a story.
A little bit, high.
What?
I'm not sure, but it is being written down.
It is being written down.
No, I have some other details of our journey.
Look at all of you, scholars, the whole lot of you. I'm very impressed. Impressed that you all can read. Write? Krieger, can you read and write?
What? Of course I can.
Oh, look at, we're all learned.
Yeah,
He shuts a little fucking window.
I'm big learned. I read like a book.
Oscar's journal is
Once.
just a little-
See, it is being written down.
So, these fuckers are planning to fuck us.
I
We're
can't
gonna
believe I'm
see-
saying
Pardon
this,
the
but I think I'm with Oscar on this one. Best not to let the fucking happen.
Or to be the one giving the fuck.
I'm just suggesting a good thrashing.
And everything but the trousers. Although they're not being very friendly like, so maybe only the big one keeps the trousers.
Let's see how things go.
The big one's not interested in fighting us. Although the other guy, he's a prick.
Take his stuff. Ain't nothing learns a man better than losing their stuff.
They did mention that the Moathouse has lots of archers. Which is interesting. We'd have to find a good way of approaching them. Perhaps
Here's
even
another
at night.
option.
Yes.
You think you're into those kinds of options?
Not funny. The other option is that we actually do invite them to join us on our little raid.
That's what I wanted. More men on our side.
Yeah, but we can't trust these men. But at least if they're with us, we'll know where they are. And maybe they'll take an arrow or two for us.
Shadow, did they plan on telling the bandits?
Oh, I got this one.
They're afraid.
Keep your friends close and keep your enemies within range of your tentacles.
My lord, that's not the saying.
You gotta give him that one. It's close enough.
That one's pretty good. I liked it.
That one, whilst in his present company, we understand what he means. In mixed company, it may cause shock and horror.
I think that's the point of that kind of turn of phrase, is it not?
Yes, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes.
So, why don't we compromise? You know? The Weasley little fucker, we take all this stuff, including his trousers. The big guy, we invite to come with us, because he's likable like. And he gets the friends and family discount of keeping his trousers.
Well, agree to disagree on him being likable.
Well, I mean, Crusher likes him.
We trained together. He didn't know when to hold back.
Darian, you have vague recollection of this asshole too. He came in, he begged for some training. They let him train. When they taught him a few moves, he ended up breaking a few arms and didn't hold back.
I think I remember him. I like the thrashing idea.
And the...
No,
Then
no, we are not going to go engage in banditry. regardless of what you call it. Taxes,
Pant-itry.
tithing, none of it.
Pre-justice.
No, sir, we will not be engaging in pre-justice.
That is the most horrible concept.
It's proactive defense.
So we're just going to let them take away my carriage?
No, my lord, we're going to go have a chat with them.
And what are we doing with the trousers?
I have no desire to see their backsides. They will keep their trousers.
I thought we already had a chat with them, and they ran off.
Wait, they will keep only their trousers. Agreed.
They're only about 50 feet down that
Oscar's
down that
putting his
direction.
hand out to shake.
They're only about 50 feet away, you said?
Yeah, 50 feet off the road, so...
He's gonna...
We can
Well,
see their
leave it hanging
fire.
We'll have a chat.
You can see the... If you squint hard enough, you can see the glow of their fire, yeah.
I'm always squinting hard enough. Look at my token.
Okay, who's going with them to have a chat?
Shadow's gonna high five you.
All right, Krieger's gonna go too. Krieger's always
Oscar will come for chats. Oscar likes chats.
Okay, Krieger, Oscar, Darian.
Crusher's not gonna show up.
My presence will make it more difficult for the conversation.
Why don't you play Protect the Mage?
Wise decision.
You're always
Wise
welcome with us,
decision.
Crusher.
Shadow, where are you going?
Oh yeah, he's doing the stealthy stealth. Stealth.
Okay. You can see Cobart at this point in time has got a stick in his hand and he's drawing in the earth.
Oh, so how do we know that they're dead if we're not inside the Moathouse?
Well, they might not be dead. At this point in time, there's a twig
Oscar
that
will-
snaps.
Stealth the party up.
Sure.
So if somebody's not trained in stealth, they can still act as
Shadow's working on his own. Shadow's on his own. He's not moving with you guys. Freaking paladin and barbarian. Yeah.
Okay.
He's moving the opposite side.
Plus whatever your worst character is for stealthing. 2
It's
plus your
probably
character level.
Darian.
So. There we
So
go.
I get
Some
my
puts
dex.
Bacon grease up in there.
So it's as if I'm trained, right?
It's as if you're trained right now. As I get better at stealthing, it'll go up.
Okay. Alright, so if I were trained in stealth, I would have a 3, 5, 6.
Better than a horse.
Shadow 27 stealth.
Oh, that's how you do it. 15.
That's perfect.
Okay, Krieger gets a what on his stealth?
Our party gets a 15.
Or yeah.
Oh, sorry. If this is being used for initiative, we have to roll individually.
Oh, Krieger's
is
an
too-
The party gets a
expert.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
They heard the twigs snap, like,
And
some,
then we
Shadow
roll
is at 27.
individually
and then we
for
roll. Yeah. So Shadow, I just need the die roll. Shadow.
Then 18.
14 for Uskar. What is the die roll?
Oh, we're doing. What are we doing now?
Initiative.
Stealth?
I believe it's a stealth-based initiative because we're surprising them in that.
Yep.
Do you want me to re-roll my stealth roll? Or
Yes.
What I...
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the other group that snapped a twig, and then give me just a d20 roll.
Sure. 10.
And
Krieger?
20's from Mark.
Krieger gets a 13.
And Darian?
13 as well.
Oscar is there. What is his roll?
Oscar rolled a 14.
And Truco and Cobart. They get there. 6, 18. Crusher's not there. Okay. Oscar, you're first to go. You wince at, you know, it was either Krieger or Darian that snapped a twig as they're approaching in the brush.
Weight and grease on her. He's the greasy dwarf. All right. I have something called surprise attack.
Okay, so this is concealment.
Oh, hang on a second. That's my cat wants in.
You got a loud cat.
Sound like a doggo. Okay. So creatures are flat-footed unless they have. Unless they have deny advantage.
Nope.
Okay. So, I believe we're supposed to just beat the piss out of them. So, just come forward and start punching the dude in the head.
All right, there's a cry of surprise, like ah! They were a little bit on edge because of the branch snapping, but Oscar goes running out of the bushes.
Ah! Finesse and agile, perfect. All right.
Okay, he is an expert unarmed. I've got his dex. He's flat-footed. So I think that's just -2, and then his level. So 17. Okay.
And is he standing or sitting?
He's sitting. That's also flat-footed.
It also, yeah, I guess, it has the same penalty. All right. So we're going to punch him. Punch him 2 times.
Okay, this guy actually has some pretty good reflexes.
Oh.
On the bright side, that probably means he doesn't hit very hard.
I don't know.
Oh, unless he's that
seems like Gronk or Mick. I've only got 2 ability scores. All right. So, oh god. AC 14.
AC 14. You glancing blow off of the side of his head, and AC.
Oscar, you're drunk. Go home, Oscar.
Ah, the dwarf.
Well, that was. It's like punch. Oh no.
Taruko stands up.
Hey, I don't like you. You can't have my pants.
He's gonna fucking punch you. So he stands up. He gets into Crusher stance, the same stance that Crusher has.
He's a no dex motherfucker, and he.
He has high dex.
Crusher stance is a no dex stance.
Yeah.
Yes, so it cancels out his dex.
Dex. He was able to like twist a little bit away from it. And let's just have a look here. All right, so he had to take a single action. I think he could hit twice with 1 action.
If he's a monk and he's got the flurry power.
AC 26.
That's a hit. Not a crit.
What's the damage on your fist, Crush?
This is his D8.
Crusher is a D8.
Okay.
And he doesn't have agile on his punches.
No.
Okay, he whapped you in the head with a punch. This is with the tattooed fist for 12 damage.
All right.
He's doing lethal.
Ooh. Oh, I think we're going to. I think I'm taking his pants. I don't know anybody else.
Shadow, you're in the bushes. No one really notices you.
That was 1 attack.
He stood, got into his stance, and took attack. Oh, he gets to take a second one. And this is at.
Does he flurry?
Yeah.
So 4 minus 4.
Okay.
For
AC 17.
No.
Okay.
Ah, there you go. Nice bloody nose for you.
Well, now I am taking your pants.
Just try it, dwarf.
Arian.
Shadow?
Need help taking this guy's pants.
Sorry, I think I made a mistake. I think the fist is supposed to be a D6.
Too late.
I think in your stance it goes up and down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, in my stance, yes. Rush mountain stances of D8. Shadow. He just hit Oscar really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It felt hard to me.
It's a big man. Oscar tried to come out and punch him. He's like, ah! It's like he's been punched at lots before and scrambled back. And just hoofed. Just hoofed Oscar in the face. Oscar's nose is all bloody. His beard is bloody. The guy's laughing at him, cracking his knuckles.
Okay, I'm gonna mark him as my prey.
At minimum, I'm taking his pants.
All right, Taruko is marked as his prey.
Can I fire?
Whoa, arrows!
Can I fire arrows at his feet to intimidate him?
Yes.
Like 2 arrows, and
Yeah.
act like. That's intimidation right there. It's pointing a gun at some guy.
Yeah, that's scary.
Okay, so you're firing 2 arrows at his feet.
Yes, I don't know what DC you want me to roll.
Don't
16
roll ones. Let's start with that.
Yeah, so you fire an arrow at his feet.
and 20.
Both of them
So,
land
like,
in the
like-
ground. They don't hit anything bad. Yep. And then give me your intimidate check.
Next one's through your forehead.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Crusher. He has a good intimidate. Shadow. +0. Good stuff. Oh, I was wondering, can I recover some arrowheads from arrows that I fired?
I'm not sure what the rules are for arrows in this game. You'll have to look
Okay,
it up.
I'll look it up. 17 intimidation.
Oh, fuck! That's what he says. Yeah,
Take off your pants.
he looks like he wants to leave.
Yep.
Krieger?
Pants.
Krieger's gonna come in. Ah, should he rage? Nah, he won't rage.
No! Krieger, stop! Ah!
Comes this far and just shoves him into the fire. No, I'm kidding.
That's a thing.
You can move and then shove, and then it doesn't work. You punch him, or you can punch him and then try to shove him.
He's gonna try and grab him.
Okay.
Grapple him.
Yep.
So
I believe this is his fort DC.
It's a athletics check versus fort DC.
Okay.
Alright, well,
So 20.
alright, so Krieger's athletics.
Big, strong, 3rd level dude.
Yeah, is plus 11. All right.
Term fulminating comes to mind.
Plus 11. 30.
Okay, not a critical, but you grab him.
Okay. And I don't know what you do after that, to be honest. It's just kind of holding him there, I guess.
Hey, let me go!
You've got one more action.
Can I pin him? Is that a thing still?
Oh no! Grapple has reared its ugly head in this game! Way to go, Mark. Way to go.
Pin is a critical success on a grapple check.
Okay.
You were 1 away from that.
Alright.
Which means that you need a natural 20 to do it.
Alright.
The guy's twisting. You picked a very strong opponent to try to grapple.
So you can do anything you can while you have the grabbed condition. Although I don't know if you have the. I don't think you get the grab condition. I think they get the grab condition.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm going to try and punch him then.
Sure.
Do all sorts of things.
Plus,
And I will look up the grab condition.
It's grapple.
9.
Your opponent has the. Your opponent is grabbed.
Your opponent is grappled until the end of your next turn, unless you move or your opponent escapes.
Right.
Sorry, he is grabbed. Yep.
Alright.
So looking up grabbed.
grabbed. See what condition my condition is in.
Grabbed 620.
Held in place. You can attempt to manipulate while grabbed. You must succeed a DC 5 flat check or it is lost. Roll the check after spending the action, but before any effects are applied. So if he can't take out weapons without doing the flat check. Interesting.
Right. Additionally, mobilized and flat-footed.
Okay.
So can't move and is...
Hey, get off of me! Get off of me!
Yeah, you hold him there. I'm gonna clock him one.
And 22 for the punch.
Yep, it takes the form of a headbutt.
Yeah.
right into his nose.
And is there such a thing as non-lethal?
Yep.
Or...
It is non-lethal.
It is non-lethal. All right, so 5 damage on the hit.
Penalty.
Non-lethal?
Non-lethal, yeah.
Ah! Fuck you!
Cobart.
What the fuck? They're bandits, is what he says.
Nope, just get the pants tax.
He stands up. He's going to draw a... I don't know, what's a fun weapon? A battle axe?
If he swings a battle axe at me, I am taking his axe and his pants.
It has sweep, which I think means you can attack. Yeah, you got a +1. Okay. He stands up, draws an axe,
Pantaloons.
and then moves in.
Get the fuck off of him!
Darian.
Darian steps in.
You're missing the dust up, buddy.
Steps in, looks at the two of them. You swing that axe at, swing that axe at my friend, and my friend's gonna swing his axe at you, because right now it's just a fist fight, am I right?
Yeah, right now it's a fist fight aside from Shadow firing arrows into the ground.
And he tries to demoralize the two of them.
Okay. Can you affect 2 creatures?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll because I want it to be good. I don't want there to be axe throwing right now.
We'll definitely get the pants.
19, there we go.
19, they are demoralized. What is the effect of that?
It's probably a -2, to be honest.
Success is demoralized. Okay. Success. Target becomes frightened for frightened 1. Critical success. Target becomes frightened 2.
Okay, it wasn't crit success, but...
They are immune to your demoralized attempts for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, top of the round, Oscar.
Oh, it's fast.
Oh, move me in a little closer because I want to be able to move all the way in, actually. Cause, yeah.
Alright, Taruko's grabbed, which means he's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed, and he has a -1 from frightened. Now we'll try to punch him. We'll punch him again and again and again.
Okay, I believe that's AC 17.
Come on. There we go.
Critical hit.
And we're going to punch him again.
Punch you in the you punch him in the throat.
Punch him one more time. Get him again.
Yep.
All
So,
right.
a
So he's flat-footed. So I'm going to be sneak attacking him with these punches.
Yeah, that's why throat punch.
The fist, I think, is a D3?
D4.
All right. They are agile and finesse, which is nice.
Oh, so you add your dex?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. So 2d4 plus 1d6 plus 4 dex. So 8 on the first punch. Oh, those are pathetic damage rolls. So 13 damage on the first punch.
Lethal or non?
Non-lethal.
Okay.
12 damage on the second punch.
Alright, so that the first punch does not bloody him, the 12 damage does. Okay, we got a fight going on here. Yeah, although he's coughing.
Give me your pants!
Taruko is going to try to escape the grabbening. Not sure what he has to add to this.
Give me a second.
Probably athletics versus my fortitude would be my guess.
That's probably correct, but let's just take a look what escape is. It might take more. There might be more ways to do it. Escape. 470 is the page. And escape action it is an attack type action, and you typically an athletics DC against so it's thievery if you've been tied up. It's athletics. So it's thievery is for when you tie people up, and it's athletics.
Okay.
DC.
He gets
So 10 plus your athletics check. You take 10 athletics.
21.
Yeah, that beats my. Oh wait, no, that is my athletics on the nose.
Okay, yours is a DC, so he just barely struggles you off or pulls you off. It's like you got your fingers dug into him, and he heaves them off, and then he's going to
Get free.
Nope, sorry, -1 for frightened.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, the intimidate, does that...
Yes, it did. -1.
yeah, -1. Yeah.
Okay, he's like You almost got your hands off, and then they come clamping back in. I guess he could try again at a minus, or he's just gonna try to knee you.
It's an attacker, so
Yeah.
minus.
Oh, AC 10, and then he tries to bowl for a 20, gets a 1. Okay, so he's struggling. He tries to knee you when there's an opening. Krieger just moves his knee in the way of getting hit in the nuts, and then he is still being grappled. At the end of his turn, he is no longer demoralized, I believe.
Yeah, at the end of his turn,
Frighten 1 goes to Frighten 0. Okay, which is just normal human condition. Just Frighten 0. Shadow with his bow.
Shadow comes in. Oh yeah, that's too fast. There we go. He's got his air. Should I do another intimidate?
Trickster, how's it going?
No, you know what? He's gonna stow his bow. He's gonna come in. He's gonna wallop a guy.
So stow his bow, double move.
Stow his bow, double move.
You're
sure.
walloping the big guy?
I can't. I was
too far away.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm too
Yeah,
far.
too far away.
25 feet.
But it's 4 against 1, says Cobart.
It'll be 4 against 2 in a second. Just go to sleep.
Oh yeah, 4 against 2 is what he says.
Try not to soil yourself when you do.
Krieger.
Krieger's gonna punch this guy a bunch of times.
Okay, do you have to? I think you might have to maintain your grapple.
I think I have to grapple him again. Yeah. Try it
Are you
out.
letting go, or are you going to maintain it?
He's gonna maintain it.
Okay. That's allowing Oskar free shots, basically.
25.
Yeah, you maintain it.
To strike is +4. 7, yeah, +9. Thank you, Drakester. 15.
15 misses.
Okay. Basically, probably 1, 2, 20 -1.
Oh, Drake.
Third
Sorry.
one, 19. Natural 20 is a crit.
Is a
yes.
crit. Yep.
So,
No confirms, just crits.
13 damage.
Non-lethal. Okay.
No, yeah.
He is still standing, but swaggering.
I feel good. It is strong. It is strong, Cobart.
Get off of him! Cobart's attacking Krieger with his axe.
With the axe.
Yep.
Not smart.
I never claimed they're smart. Boop. AC 22.
That'll hit Krieger. Darian's going to use his reflexive thing.
What is that? Darian's in a fist fight with his shield?
He doesn't need a shield.
That's right. Okay. So does that make it auto miss or?
No, it's reduces the damage by 3. By 5.
Okay, his axe comes in swiping at Krieger. So that reduces 8 damage to 3.
Yeah. And I would be able to step, but I've got nowhere to step to hit him. So.
AC 18 on the second strike.
Misses.
Okay, and AC 6 on the last one.
Get off of him! Get off of him!